Hey guys, it's August and it's time for another garden walkthrough. Let's dive in. First up are the mealies, the corn. We have a row here of glass gem corn and the rest of this is sweet ambrosia. I bought them both on migardener.com. They are doing great. I've actually harvested some of the sweet ambrosia corn and we had that for lunch yesterday. It was really yummy. So there's a bunch more that's coming out. I'm just obviously letting it grow, but lots more to come. Moving on, here's our rutabaga, which is looking rather sad, but it's a lot bigger than when we last saw it 2 weeks ago, so I'm pretty happy about that. Then our surprise guest is the beetroot. There's two over there and there's one over there. These I had given up on, and with the monsoons they have sprouted, so I'm very happy. Going to keep an eye on these and see if I can keep them alive. The kale is all gone. That I'm going to take out, and that's just going to go into the compost. It's all, that season is over. I'll probably be planting more probably in September, so in about 2-3 weeks time. Start planting again so that I've got an autumn crop of kale. So kale worked really well. It was just a bit too close together and I'm going to change that this time. Then we've got the brassicas, the broccoli over here. It's not doing anything. It's basically bolting. You can see it's just growing straight up. It was too hot when I planted it. So the brassicas, I'm also going to do a planting in probably mid-September. Take advantage of the last of the monsoons and then the coming cooler weather. You can see my red cabbage and my Copenhagen cabbage are looking good here. These ones I'm probably just going to harvest in the next day or two because I don't think they're going to get much bigger. I think they're going to only bolt from here. And then that one, and that one, and that one. That one still has a little bit of a head. That one I think still has a bit of a head. This one doesn't seem to. I think it's about to bolt, so I'm probably just going to take it out and use it in compost. On this side we actually have a cucumber, and there's a little cucumber over here. I'm not sure, I'm just looking at it, I'm not sure how well it's doing. I'm going to keep an eye on it, probably water this a bit more, but yeah, cucumber's not terribly happy. It's doing okay, but it's not terribly happy. Lots of blossoms but almost no fruit. And then these are the cauliflowers, which again just bolted. And some more. This is my Romanesco broccoli, also just bolted. So that's just going to be pulled out. On this side, my Swiss chard is still going. It seems to quite like the hot weather, and especially if there's lots of water. So I need to actually harvest some of it, and then probably give it another really good watering. And my onions are doing pretty well. We've already harvested a few, which have been nice. My wife just came through here and just pruned them down a bit, hopefully to get the bulbs to grow bigger. And I try to move the soil away from the bulbs to encourage the bulbs to grow bigger as well. Over here, the middle set of peas in particular, but also on that side, decided to have a second run. So here you can see they almost look like they were over, like these ones, like the purple peas, but I think the monsoons just gave them a new lease on life. And then the carrots are, I think, probably for the most part ready to be picked. I've picked a few, as you can see. I've got some gaps and things there. They're very close together, so some of them are really small, some of them are good size, but most of them I think are probably kind of small. I need to work on spacing of my carrots as well. I don't like losing seed. I don't like wasting seed. So that's why I just kind of planted them all together, but I need to figure out a way. I don't really want to waste the seed if I can. Then on this side I have a bunch of pepper plants, and they are doing really well. These are all sweet bell peppers. I can show you here, there are little peppers on almost every single plant. You can see there's 2 peppers in there. There are, if you can look through there, peppers there. There's some peppers in here as well. And over here I have like 3 ginormous, at least compared to the rest, peppers. I've got a couple good sized peppers under here as well. And then just peppers and peppers. There's some more peppers. And there. And I've got some baby ones under here as well. So there you go. So yeah, my peppers are doing really well. My tomatoes they didn't make it. I've got this is one big tomato plant, and I just let it sprawl out because after all of the rest of them dying, I just didn't care anymore. It was quite disheartening. So it does have a couple tomatoes like there, and there's a couple other under here. I don't know if you can see it through there. There's a tomato in the back there, if my phone will focus on it. Anyway, so there's a couple tomatoes in here. I need to dig through and see if I can find any more, but that's going well. And then over here I've got some more peppers and some eggplants. There's plenty of flowers. So there, and you can see here's one, and there's plenty of flowers around, and then there's also this bad boy, which I'm very happy to see, very, very happy. So hopefully I will, with all the flowers here, that's the only one I've found so far. Hopefully with all the flowers, I'll get more eggplants. So there's another, this one, and that one over there, which are a bit weird because they're growing tall and thin, unlike the other ones which are growing bushy. But anyway. Lastly, a couple updates for the channel. I'm pretty much stopping the Wildlife Wednesday series, not for a lack of wildlife, but for a lack of being able to capture the wildlife. We have lots of hawks and owls and other things around, and just actually getting some usable footage is just, it doesn't work. So if I do see something cool in the future, I'll probably snap that and release it as Wildlife Wednesday, but for the most part I'm not going to do that. The rest of the content, which is basically my Saturday posting, that's going to continue. I'm going to try to post at least once a week. I should be able to keep up with that. But as for actually doing it on a Saturday, I might end up just sticking with a Monday release, just so that I have the weekend for video editing and things like that, when hopefully things are a little bit calmer than during the week. But aside from that, content will carry on. I will be giving the garden tours once a month. I did speak in another video about potentially doing them every 2 weeks. I'm not sure yet. There was a lot of growth in the last 2 weeks in the garden, which was cool because of the monsoons, but I'm not sure that I'm always going to have enough content for that and enough difference in the garden actually. So I will carry on with a weekly release, but I am dropping the Wildlife Wednesdays, just so that you know. And you're probably also wondering why there was a bit of a gap between the last couple of videos and this one. We had an unexpected family emergency, and we had to fly back to South Africa for 2 weeks. So I obviously couldn't shoot any video, and I had to go and deal with family matters. But I am back, and we're going to carry on with our weekly releases. And that's all for today's channel updates and garden tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see all my future videos. Bye.